What's going on, guys? In this video we are going to see a program that's going to print out the numbers in ascending order. Here the user is going to decide how many numbers he is going to enter, then he is going to input all the numbers, and then this program is going to print out that numbers in ascending order. Okay, now let's go ahead and create that. Since it can be multiple numbers, we are going to create an array. Let's limit this one to 100 numbers. Okay, user can decide to enter up to 100 numbers. And then for looping, we are going to put integer type of variable I and j, and the user input, for the limit input we put n, and for temporary variable, like here we are going to swap the numbers. To do that, I introduce another integer type of variable, that's b. Okay, first we are going to let the user decide how many number he is going to enter. So we are going to give a prompt to the user, enter the limit, and the user is going to enter the number. To get the input from the user, we are going to use a scanf statement. In this scanf statement, since the user is going to enter an integer type of variable, we put a %d, and whatever the value the user enter, it's going to be stored in n. So we put %n right here, and then based on the user's limit, like if the user put a limit as 10, he has to enter 10 numbers. To get the input 10 numbers, we had to use a for loop, but first we display the prompt. In the prompt, we are going to say enter the values. Enter the values. Now to get the values, we had to use a scanf statement, but this scanf statement, we are going to use a loop to get this scanf statement, because if the if the user decided to enter 10 numbers, it has to run 10 times to get the input. Okay, that's why we create a loop. I create a for loop for that, and I initialize I with 0, and then I set the condition I is less than n, because 0 to n, if the user enter 10, 0 to 9, it means 0 to 9 is 10. If it's starting from 0, it's already 10. Okay, I plus plus for increment. And then to get the input from the user, we use a scanf statement. In this one, the user enter is going to enter all the values, like 10. If we decide to enter 10 numbers, he is going to enter 10 values, and whatever the value the user enter is going to be stored in array. So we put %a I. Okay, now we got all the numbers. The next thing is we had to do the comparison and swapping. To do that, we are going to use a nested for loop. Okay, let's copy this one here, copy, paste it right here, for loop, and inside of this for loop we create another for loop. In this for loop, I set the initial condition, that's j is equal to I plus 1. J is equal to I plus 1, and then I set the condition j is less than n, and then we do the increment by 1, j plus plus. Okay, now we are going to do the comparison. To do the comparison, we are going to use this if statement. In this if statement, if it's an ascending order, we have to put it like this, ai, and the comparison should be if ai is greater than aj, then go to this if statement. Okay, now I am also going to show you how to do the descending order. To do the descending order, you just have to change this greater than into less than. Just if you change this one into opposite, you will get a descending order. Now let's go ahead and do the ascending order first. Here for the swapping, that's why we introduce b. In b, we temporarily store this ai. Okay, and then we do the swapping. If we compare, and if ai is bigger than aj, then we do the swapping. Okay, in the swapping, we equate ai to aj, and then we swap the temporary variable to aj. Okay, aj is equal to b. Now we have done the swapping, and after that we just have to print out all the 10 values after in ascending order. Now this one has to run 10 times, so we have to use for loop for that to print all the 10 numbers. If it's 10 numbers, if the user decides to enter 10 numbers, it's going to run up to 10 numbers. Okay, printf \n and then %d %d, and whatever the value, oh, we can put tab will look better. Okay, and then these values are going to come from the array. Okay, now let's go ahead and run this one. That's it for this programming. Let's go ahead and run this one. There it's showing some error. Let's see what it is. Expected declare of, okay, I'm missing I'm missing one of these curly bracket. Enter the limits. Let's say we are going to enter 4 numbers. I put some values like 3, 4, let's put some random 4, 7, 3, 4. Okay, now you can see this printing in ascending order 3, 4, 4, 7. And let's try one more, like let's try 5 numbers. 5, I put 1, 9, 4, 6, 3. Now you can see this is printing everything in ascending order. Now as I mentioned before, if you want to print this one in descending order, you have to change this if statement into opposite, like instead of greater than AI, if the AI is greater than AJ, you put if AI is less than, and if you do that, you will get the descending order. Let's put 4 values. Let's put some random numbers, 4, 9, 3, 6. Now you can see this is printing it in descending order, and that's how we do that. I hope this helps. Thanks for watching, and if you are trying to access these codes, it's in my blogger. I put the link of my blogger in the description, so you can go ahead and access them. And also, if you are trying to learn C or C++ programming, there are a bunch of videos in my playlist. I hope you guys watch that too, and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.